Rich and Bob back here at, once again, Bears Stadium on the kickoff. Nice job running up that time on the kickoff to about the 30, 31, 32-yard line. So the Bison won't start in too bad position. It's 7-0 Scottsbluff, 9:18 left in quarter number one.
Yeah, tough opening possession again for the Bison. I think maybe we'll see him go back to a little bit more traditional set here. And, again, try and get something sustained. Just try and, basically just have to forget that first play and play as if it's 0-0 and just try and chip away here, try and hold on to the ball and get a possession.
I do believe I got YouTube TV sound now. Sorry, folks. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 30-35. Jacob, nice gain, about 7 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 3. They got to get 20. The ball, boy, that's coming off that bum shoulder. Looked pretty solid that time. Going to give him a gain of about, we'll say, 6 in the play, 2nd and 4.
Well, and again, Rich, as you know, it's always we're only one play away from getting a touchdown with either one of the Gomez-Wilson players getting the ball. So, again, really nice to have them back. And, again, we're going to need both of them tonight.
I-Pro set, ball on the far side. Hash run the midline here near side and straight through. Nice carry that time. Was that to Anthony? Was that was Leighton Bortner? Yes, back of fullback to about the 41, 42-yard line, and he's got enough for a Bison first down. So, hey, we got the audio fixed. We got a good drive going. Life was good.
Everything is just coming up roses right now. So, again, a little Bison drive for a touchdown, tie this thing up. That would just be fine as well.
Never went to school to be a techie, to be honest with you, but I got it. I had the wrong cord in the wrong place.
That's radio in the 21st century, Rich. Come on, man.
I-Pro set. Duggar will give off to Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Shake a big move, 45, 50. Jacob for about 10 yards, close. The ball came loose again. It looked like he was down, but I don't know. But it scored up field about the 43, and McCook's got it back. Who was the it was Nate Renner who got down there, one of the receivers downfield. That must have just came out at the last minute that time, Bob.
Well, it did. Because, again, he had got the 10-yard gain, was actually going down. I don't know if the second player was ripping the ball as he was going down, but it squirted ahead about 5 yards, so the Bison got a couple extra yards, and they're in business now at the Scottsbluff 43.
8-minute mark here, quarter number one from Bearcat Stadium, KICX, HighPlainsRadio.net, the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Twin receivers right. Duggar will send Bortner in motion. Toss pitch, Gomez-Wilson. Right side, Jacob, 45, 35. 20's running strong tonight. Nice job of the Bison offensive line. There's a nice gain of about almost 9 yards to the Scottsbluff 35, Bob. And, boy, the line's doing their job, and Jacob's running hard.
They're matching up well right now. They're giving him a crease to be able to run. And, again, the one thing that I've noticed even at the home games, most of the other teams, their fans usually are down there within range, and they know that these guys can run. So everybody's always a little bit on edge when number 20 gets the ball.
I'm going to kind of zoom out of this a little bit because we're getting to a point here on the ball field where it's our corner, our look is going to get kind of cut off a little bit. Shotgun set for Duggar. He'll send Gomez-Wilson in motion the far side. Give inside Leighton Bortner, a little fullback trap, 30, down to about the 26-yard line. Leighton for a nice carry of almost 9 yards, and that second down and short call. Now move the chains again. Bison in the move. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Yeah, impressed with the way some of these holes are opening up in the middle. And, again, Leighton Bortner basically just double covered the ball with both hands and just was kind of the bowling ball going right through the middle. But he had 5 yards almost before he got touched.
One thing I think we talked about in the pregame, both coaches, is both teams run the ball a lot. Well, I don't know how many attempts through the year we're going to see teams tonight. First quarter going fast. Bison on the move at the Scottsbluff 27. Duggar on to a delay to Gomez-Wilson across the 25, about the 24, gain of 3 for Jacob. That's probably his shortest carry of the night. Everything's been going for 7, 8, 9 yards on first down. And this will bring up 2nd and about 7.
Yeah, again, only a 3-yard pickup there. He's had 4 carries for 28 yards is what I have so far. I only promise to keep these stats as long as I can keep up, Rich. So that means when we start getting into the hundreds, I could have problems.
Oh, golly. I-Pro set, ball on the near side. Hash on 2nd and 7. Duggar under center. And play action will throw out in the flat. Complete 20, about the 15-yard line. Nice job, Leighton Bortner downfield. And we got a Bison slow to get up. Down here, nice little swing pass to Bortner, and they're going to give the Bison a first down. And hobbling off Matt Nichols, and I think Matt's been plagued with an ankle. I think last week he got it tweaked a little bit against Gehring, and he's hobbling off again. Those ankles, boy, you try to play him with them, you wrap him up as good as you can and play on him.
It is. It's just so hard in any sport. They're just chronic type things.
Now, folks, you're looking on the YouTube channel. I'm sorry, you've got a window up on the near side. Can't do anything about it. So, 1st and 10, 15-yard line. Isolation, Jacob Gomez-Wilson. That time, the Scottsbluff interior, the left side, was ready for him. No gain in the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. This would be a great drive to come back and you turn the ball over on the first play of the ball game on your first series. Scottsbluff drives, convert 4th down, then stolen on the quarterback keeper, and but what a drive to get things going and try to tie things up.
Absolutely. No, this has been very controlled. Nice plays. A few gains of 8, 9, 10 yards, but most of the way it's just been chipping away, keeping possession, safe possessions.
Gomez, Wilson, and Bortner behind Duggar on the toss pitch left side, and Jacobs going nowhere, Bob. And now the interior for Scottsbluff is starting to kind of stiffen a little bit the last couple of carries. No gain in the play, brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they've been kind of packing that middle now a little bit more. And, again, going to try and force the Bison out of their comfort zone. So, again, this very well could be 4-down territory for McCook too, Rich.
Mark Searcy up at Curtis, All Medicine Valley at the half, 48-0 over Maywood Hayes Center. The Raiders getting ready for the playoffs, and the Wolves, unfortunately, this is going to be it for the regular season for them. 3rd and 10 for the Bison right here at the Scottsbluff 15. Nothing on the last couple of carries. Duggar will throw. Looking toward the end zone, a little fade. It's going to be just over the head, and we can't catch that. It's too much of an angle. So I got a beam right there, so that's what you got. Who was it? Intender is that Lucas Gomez-Wilson, I think, to the end zone. Just try to lob it up there. A little fade route, incomplete. And the Bison try to get the easy 3, hopefully right here.
Yeah, spread offense by McCook there. Only one person in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Lucas Gomez-Wilson there in the corner. Would have been a tough catch, but he did have a chance.
Patrick Gross for the straight-on field goal with Canyon Hosick to snap it from 32, about 31 yards out. This is well within a range. Good snap, and they're going to blow it dead. Please don't. Any flags? I don't see a flag out there. Here's your little powwow, Bob. Except it was only 2 guys instead of 5.
Yeah, they didn't have to bring all 5 of them to talk about it.
I didn't see a flag.
Well, I was looking to see if he just dropped it on the sideline there or something, but I haven't. But no.
Well, we like the flag. It's offside Scottsbluff. We'll take it.
There, and he just did pick it up. I didn't even see it on the ground.
Well, makes it 4th and 5 now. So you move. Coach Petrosky say, heck with it. Let's kick it and get the
points.
Take
our points and go from there.
Points. Move it up a little bit. This will be a 26-yard field goal from Patrick Gross, who had a heck of a night at quarterback the other night in JV game against Northwest. Snap good. Holds on the way. It's going to be on the way, and it is no good.
Wide left.
It's tough to judge from up here, so the Bison can't convert on a 26-yard field goal. A rare miss for Patrick, and well within his range. And
oh golly, yeah. I mean it was well over the goalpost, but yeah, wide left. Scottsbluff players recognized it immediately. So again, tough break for the Bison. Like the idea of getting points on the board, taking the clock, and winding the clock down the quarter. But now again, going to put the emphasis back on your defense, and need to get a stop.
4:21 left in the opening quarter. Scottsbluff with a 7-0 lead. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank.
Woohoo!
As the Bearcats have the ball back at their own 20-yard line. As that's where it's after the field goal. Braden Stoll, shotgun set. Play action, looking. Got 2 receivers, got 3 downfield. Downfield, Bison covered it up nicely downfield. Sorry, forgot to move the camera. Haven't done this many times. Nice job, Bison, back on coverage. They had back on coverage that time Hayden Norgard. And also back in coverage, Mitchell Cole, 26, might have been back in coverage as well. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, exactly. No, nice play by the Bison defense. They're not fooled at all by the quote-unquote, let's take a shot on 1st down.
Braden Stoll on 2nd and 10 from the Scottsbluff 20 and a 7-0 lead. So Boyle's going to try to go right, and the Bison stuffed the line again. Bison up front. Last couple of carries for Boyle. With that last series and now this one, they stuffed the line of scrimmage. No gain, brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they're really getting, like I said, they must be finding some gaps there on that defensive line, and they're shooting through there because, again, the best thing, like with any of these guys, Rich, is that you get them before they get going, and they've been able to do that for the most part.
Hey, nice job, Bison Boys tennis team. Got to put a plug in. We haven't done it yet tonight. Coach Matt Weimers and his kids, Class B runners-up at the state meet at Woods Park once again in Lincoln. Hats off to that crew. Did a great job.
Yeah, just an amazing season for them, and they just kind of keep, as they say, reloading.
Shotgun set. 3 wide look as Stoll will throw. going to step up in the pocket and run, and the Bison filled it nicely that time. Picked up a couple of yards to about the 24-yard line, and, hey, it's a punting situation once again for the Bearcats.
Yeah, great sequence for the Bison defense there. Again, they weren't surprised at all by that long pass on first down, and then played two solid run defenses here. Good pressure on the passer there. So, again, resulting in a Scottsbluff punt.
And no, I had some questions asked. Can I close the window? It's not my window. It's the window next to us. Oh, they won't close it. So they're keeping it open. So we do what we can here. Punting situation for Scottsbluff. One safety back for the Bison. And kick end over in. Return. Oh, fair catch called. Boy, he had some room that time, but Duggar back there and just take the fair catch. Well, it's still at the 41, Bob.
Yeah,
so
great field position.
Yeah.
And I think he was a little bit surprised, actually, too. I think the players were coming, but nobody was within about 5 yards at first there. So, again, great starting position for the Bison here. Got to feel a little bit better here. Had a nice drive last time. Let's see if we can convert this one to points.
You know, if that guy that texted me that about the window could bring up one of his big grizzly bear guns and come up here, I bet he might close the window for us.
Well, I'm sure that would be effective, but it also might not get us out of town.
We might be in jail. Just kidding. It was all in fun. He knows who he is. Bison having their third series, had a great last series, driving it down, missed a field goal. 7-0, Scottsbluff, 2:45 left in the opening first quarter from Bearcat Stadium. Alliance next week on a Friday night to wrap up the regular season. The Wagner Ford pregame at 6. Kickoff time is at 7. Wyland Field on that one.
It is just amazing, these fall sports, Rich. They just go so fast.
Yes, they do.
It's just, here we are. School's starting, and next thing you know, you're in playoffs.
Bison goes split back look for the first time, ball on the far side hash. Duggar against the four-man front. A little midline option down the middle. It's Alex Anthony for a nice carry across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And Leighton Border got some early carries, but Anthony, for the first time in a while, nice job of the junior fullback to about the 47-yard line. Picked up about 5-6 yards on first down, brings up 2nd and 4.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Rich, I got a good shot of looking at him. Both hands were over the ball. It was like a steel trap on that football as he went through the line there. But again, found another little crease and a good 6-yard gain. As they say, you always want to keep down and distance in your favor, and Bison have really done that for the most part.
I-Pro set once again for Duggar. A little counter. Jacob Gomez-Wilson has some room. Midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10-5. Jacob Gomez-Wilson for a Heisenberg touchdown, number 1 of the night. 52 yards out. And boy, on a little counter, a little delay, they couldn't tackle him, and the Bison have tied it up.
That was just an amazing, but we've seen it before in McCook, but that was, again, what I was talking about. People, you can just see him, and you can just see everybody's eyes light up because he had that crease, went down the left sideline, outran 2 players, Rich, to get there, 2 in that corner. One player certainly had the angle on him. So, again, what a boost for the Bison.
Kick coming up for Patrick Gross. Get this extra point, big guy. And the kick's on the way. And that was Hunter Hansen who kicks the extra point this time. 2:02 left. Reisenbank touchdown, number 1 for the Bison. We're tied at 7. Back with the kickoff next. Bison football. Kicks 96-1. Rich and Bob back here at Bearcat Stadium on a chilly night. It's clear conditions, but boy, the drive up, I thought leaving town, all the cloud cover, but finally we ran out of it about where?
I'm going to go with Oshkosh type area, Llewellyn perhaps.
Yeah.
It seemed like the clouds were breaking, and all of a sudden it was nothing but blue sky, but all that meant was it was going to get colder tonight. So, but again, great drive by the Bison. We got this thing tied up with 2:02 to go in the quarter.
Great run by Gomez-Wilson for 52 yards out. Get the Bison to the board. Hunter Hansen with the extra point. And here comes McCook to try to get – so their defense has been tough. That last series really got tough. Made Scottsbluff punt for the first time. As Patrick Rose kicks this thing, it's going to be returnal about the 5, 10, 15, 25. Oh, big gap, 30, 35, 40. And a shoestring. Not a really shoestring tackle downfield, but – on the far side, down midfield. That Weston Walgren, if that was 84, the junior.
That's exactly right.
With some good speed, got him, or he might have went a long way.
Yeah, he had at least 10 or 20 more yards ahead of him there, and there's only probably 1 or 2 Bison left to be able to get him. So, again, boy, was that a big hole on that kickoff return. So, again, Scottsbluff, great field position there at their 45. I'll make it the 43 to start with. And, again, let's see if the Bison can stop them here again.
Their junior quarterback, Braden Stoll, leads them out once again. Packed in tie, got a wing to the far side. Shotgun set, Boyle to the left. The Bison loading up the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be Braden Stoll's quarterback keeper for 2, maybe 3 yards. They try to get Boyle go to the right, the motion to go to the right, and he go to the left, and Bison weren't fooled. Bison defense has done their job so far.
They really are being very disciplined so far. I thought Sebastian Boyle had that ball and was going around the right side also, but must have Stoll pulled it out at the last minute and kind of followed in his left guard up the middle. But again, Bison, we'll take 3-yard gains.
2nd and 7, close to midfield. Back in the shotgun set. The Scottsbluff had 2 guys moving. They get set in time. And Boyle, once again, midfield, has some room into McCook territory, down about the 35, down to about the 25, 26-yard line before the tackle is made by Hayden Norgard. So that time they came toward our side of the field, bounced off a couple of tacklers, couldn't wrap up, and Scottsbluff's got something going here.
Yeah, that really showcased the strength of Sebastian Boyle there. He got off on the left side there, and again, really nice tackle by Hayden Norgard. That might have went for the distance. And again, boy, he just looks like he had that stiff arm out there too, pushing players away. Nice looking running back.
Load up that line of scrimmage from tight end to tight end. A wing to the far side. Boyle to the right of Braden Stoll on 1st and 10. Boyle between the tackles to about the 21-yard line. Gained about 5 on the play, and this will bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, this offense has always fascinated me, Rich, the way that they've lined up, even going way back, to the 2003 and 4 years that we were up here and stuff. It's just amazing how they can have that kind of formation and still have all those options and able to just kind of push it down the field.
Even before that, going back to, the late 90s when they were 99 and I think 99, 2000, Scottsbluff, they had a double wing look more instead of kind of a single wing look, 2nd and 5. Braden Stoll, quarterback keeper, trying to go right side, and the Bison fill nicely. Got to about we're going to mark it, I think, just over the 20. So we picked up short yardage that time on 2nd down. This will bring up 3rd and about 4 for the 1st down.
Yeah, this is, again, a nice stop there. And, again, nothing fancy here. Stoll is just kind of doing the fake handoff and then following that running back right through the hole. And, again, Bison seem to have enough players at the point of attack to be able to hold them so far.
That's your first quarter. We're tied at 7 apiece. Back to Bison football. More of it coming up second quarter next on KICX 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Bearcat Stadium, 7 apiece. Here's start quarter number 2. Bob Bison, faithful coach, has got to be happy with this one so far.
Yeah, been really good other than the first initial handoff that went awry that led to Scottsbluff touchdown. Bison have done quite well. Real quickly, Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 80 yards in that first quarter by that 52-yard run. And, again, Alex Anthony had 1 carry for 6, and Leighton Bortner a couple carries for 12 yards. But the Bison are getting positive yardage.
Boyle on 3rd and 4. Bob gets stuffed, line of scrimmage. Bison met him right there in the backfield, lost a yard in the play. Got to bring up 4th and 5, and I think Scottsbluff, they leave their offense and go for it 4th and 5. And a 3rd and 4 situation, really done a great job at line of scrimmage here in this first half, and they're going to looks like Bluff's going to go for it.
Yeah, again, just going to have to try and just cover the ends here, make sure keep everything in the middle. But, again, Bison, boy, they've been stout so far.
Shotgun set for Braden Stolen, 4th and 5. Going to try to draw him off. Nope. Going to play action. He'll spin. Going to run. Looking to throw and dropped at about the 12-yard line. Thought he was going to take off and run. Was looking downfield for a receiver. Would have been a first down easily that time, but dropped on the play downfield for Scotts Bluff. That was Jackson Osdick. Number 5 was Jackson Oshtick. If I'm not mistaken, that number 5 dropped it about 11, and Bison will take over.
Yeah, great defensive stand. I mean, he was open there, and again, Stoll delivered it right in the center of his chest, but couldn't hang on, and Bison will take that. Hey, there's a chance. Let's go for a lead here with 11-17 to go in the quarter.
Say thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out. Bison football tonight brought to you by Community Hospital, Acres, Nebraska Land Tire, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Veteran Heating and Air, DNS Hardware, Horizon Bank, McCook Clinic, Party Electric, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home. Bison have it. 7-7 ball game, 11-17 left, early second quarter. McCook has it on their own 21-yard line, and officials time out on the field. Not for sure what's going on.
Well, don't worry. They'll all get together and talk about it, Rich.
You know, as you talked about, winding down, softball's done for the season. State softball wrapping up. State, golf's over. State cross country next week. Volleyball here with a lot of conference action next week. Sub-districts the week after that. And football starts playoffs for some 8-man ranks next week.
Right, exactly. No, again, I mean, it's like I said, school starts and then we're at playoffs. It's just amazing.
Here we go. Adam Duggar, shotgun set. Gomez Wilson to the left. And the Bison have trips to the right.
Well, one thing, that wasn't a heat timeout, I'll tell you that.
Gomez Wilson had some room across the 25, 26, 27-yard line. He slipped, still gained 5 yards in the play. Yeah, at the beginning of the season, we had some breaks because it was 90 plus, and
right.
Give the guys a break. But no, it's 47 at game time, wind chill 41.
Yeah, I mean, it's chilly, but it's this football weather. It's really quite a nice night.
We're pretty comfortable up here, though. We got a thermostat right behind us if we get really colder.
We can run up the heat bill if we want.
Bison goes split back look on 2nd and 5. As Scotts Bluff brought the inside blitz late, delayed that time. I think that Leighton Bortner, and across the 30, about the 31-yard line. That was a quick handoff by Duggar that time, just in time as they were bringing extra red shirts between the tackles, and he got a first down, move the chains. Bison 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, solid 6-yard pickup right up the middle. Rich, and again, Scotts Bluff defense this is one of the better units certainly in Class B, 7 points a game, and Bison are there already.
Bison I-Pro set with a fullback, and also with Gomez Wilson, and Scotts Bluff jumped. I think I hit neutral zone. Hopefully it was nobody that twitched up front. That should give McCook 5 yards and make it 1st and 5.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question here. Everybody looks set on the Bison line, and we're going to get the 5.
Have not had many hankies tonight at all.
No.
Nothing like some of the earlier games this year. Especially the ones that we had a couple at Weiland Field that, oh my gosh.
A lot of strange things
Oh boy. 1st and 5, the 5-yard penalty against the Bearcats. Bison come out pretty much same set, I-Pro set. 7-7 ball game, 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. Gomez Wilson between the tackles and about the 39-yard line. Jacob for about 3, maybe 3 more. This should bring, they're going to only give him about 2. Maybe his knee hit first, about the 38. We'll call it 3rd and a long 3.
The one thing I've noticed, right, the Bison, nobody's being met at the point at the point where they're running. They're always getting at least there, and they're getting at least 2 or 3 yards past that before anybody's touching them. So, again, offensive line, kudos to them. So far, they are really holding their own.
I-Pro set, 7-7 ball game. Duggar and play action on 2nd and short will throw out of the pocket. He's sacked. He couldn't get out away at the last second. 23 Tyrone Shanks got him by the shoe that time. Going to lose a couple of yards. Still, it's a pretty manageable 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6 right here.
Yeah, good place to take a shot like that. Patrick Gross was going long down the left side. I noticed it took a little too long to develop for those routes. But again, great pressure by the Bearcats on that one.
See what Coach Petrosky, Coach Barry calling plays, dials up. Bison will come out trips here near side with one set back to the left of Duggar on 3rd and 7. Keep this drive alive. Rolling the pocket out. Looking towards sideline. Jacob Gomez Wilson complete. 45. midfield, and out of bounds about the 49-yard line. Jacob out in the flat. Nice little pass from Duggar. And Bison will move the chains on a big third down conversion. 1st and 10 in Scottsbluff territory.
Boy, nice setup there. Everything kind of flowed to the left-hand side there, and Jacob Gomez-Wilson was out there in the flat. Again, had 5 yards before anybody even got within range to touch him, made a nice burst of speed. Bison, again, great for third down conversion, really important.
3 wide look, twins left. I got Patrick Rose and Lucas Gomez-Wilson here near side. Duggar shotgun set. Ball on the near side hash and 1st and 10. Inside give Leighton Bordner, 45-40, and a 10-yard gain for the junior fullback who's running some strong, get some strong carries in the first half. They spread him out a little bit, went right between the tackles, and a big 10-yard gain.
I could have drove my golf cart through that hole, Rich. That was that was just. I think Leighton Bordner was surprised how. I mean, he had again the ball was secured, both hands over it. He's like waiting to get hit, and nobody was around him. Great pickup.
Actually, gain of 9. I was short of a yard. Darn it, 2nd and 1.
I got to change my stats now.
2nd and short. Bison trying to get a drive to take the lead here. At 8:19 left, second quarter, 7-7 ball game. iPro set. Duggar. It's going to be Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Hits the hole and dives his way, finds a little crease about the 35-yard line, and he'll pick up a first down. A gain of 4 for Gomez-Wilson, and the Bison will move the chains again.
Yeah, boy, that was really a slick move at the line. That he stopped really quick, cut to his right, and then got that extra 3 or 4 yards for another Bison first down. And again, gosh, so far, Rich, who's who here? I'm not sure who the higher-ranked team is.
Yeah, Bison really come out confident in this one, even after if you missed the first play of the game, fumbled on the first play, Scottsbluff scored. They came back and scored on the next series. iPro set on 1st and 10. A counter, Jacob Gomez-Wilson got the edge, 35-30, tripped up at about going to mark it probably about the 26. That's another solid gain, 8-9 yards. Is that a flag right here?
Yeah, I think we're going to get a little hold on the edge, though, on that one.
Our receiver?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Boy, but even that, too, I mean, again, wide open on that side. He had a good 5 yards before anybody could, and maybe that's why with the holding on the Bison. But still, I'm impressed. Scottsbluff has not held McCook to negative yards as far as I can remember. I mean, it had some no gains, but they've really been able to advance the ball so far.
Scottsbluff team the last couple of weeks have been giving up 7 points. We got Lexington gave up 7 points. Best win of the year has been Grand Island Northwest, as we mentioned earlier. They've met Fort Morgan, Colorado, lost that one, lost a good one against Aurora, but otherwise, Northwest has probably been their toughest challenge this year.
Yeah, no question. I mean, and again, and that's why too. I mean, they need to be pushed a little bit. Like they said, they need their starters to play 4 hard quarters, and hopefully McCook's going to give them a chance to do that tonight.
Bison, after the penalty, march it back to the 39 and bring up 1st and 14. Clock running, 7:38 left, second quarter, 7-7 ball game. iPro set. Duggar under center against the 4-man front. Toss Jacob Gomez-Wilson. He's met right at the line of scrimmage, goes nowhere. No gain on the play. They bring up 2nd and 14.
Boy, yeah, there was a host of Scottsbluff Bearcat players there, as they say. That was just a kind of little soft toss pitch to the right, and Scottsbluff had that one sniffed out.
So 2nd and long for the Bison. Keep this drive going. And the clock running will hit 7 minutes here shortly. Been one of the quicker first halves because nobody has thrown a lot.
Exactly, and the fact of the matter is this is also plays to the Bison advantage. Again, keep the ball in your hands.
3 wide look once again. Shotgun set. Actually, it's twins both sides. 4 wide. Duggar out of the pocket. Looking to throw. Pass across the middle. Going to be tipped and caught down about the 26-yard line.
It's going to be about a yard short.
That was Lucas Gomez-Wilson off the deflection that time downfield. It's going to be short of the first down by about a yard, as you said.
Yeah, Scottsbluff, they had a beat on that one. They were going for the pick on that, but again, just couldn't control it. And again, to McCook's advantage here, 3rd and about, it's a little bit less than 2. Keep that clock running. 6:26 to go. 7-7.
We got a message from the legend of officials here.
I'm kind to volleyball officials.
It's 3rd and 1 for McCook to keep this drive. This is 4-down territory, got to believe right here.
Question.
2 downs to make 1 yard. iPro set, run the midline, and Duggar on his own quarterback keepers has the edge. 25, 20, 15, down to the 10, at about the 8-yard line. Adam Duggar for a nice gain. It's going to be 1st and goal. McCook at about the 8. He really fooled Scottsbluff, bellied the fullback, took it out, and there was nobody on the edge to cover him.
I mean, that was almost like a reverse or something, Rich, because it was so wide open down there. But, yeah, again, Adam, I think he had to be surprised, like, well, I guess I better just keep going forward because, again, a little 15-yard or 17-yard scamper there.
My coverage on this corner is better than the other side of the field, folks.
We need all the scoring at this end.
Yeah, Duggar. It's going to be Jacob Gomez-Wilson hits a wall and keeps his feet still churning. He might have picked up a yard. Wasn't for negative yardage. And it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the, maybe he did lose a yard. Yeah, they're going to back it up about the 9. I thought about the 10, actually. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, again, when Scottsbluff has been right, they've been very right as far as stopping those plays. But again, the Bison have been able to exploit some of the, I don't know if they're guessing a little more on defense or biting on some of the fakes, but again, Bison have had some really wide open runs.
5:14 left before the half, 7-7 ball game. Bison knocking on the door, about the 10-yard line, 2nd and goal. iPro set again, Duggar under center, and play action rolling out to his right, still looking, going to tuck in and run, and Adam dives in about maybe the 3-yard line, maybe the 2. He was pointing to receiver to pick up a block, put his head down, and got down inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line.
Boy, that was all Adam Duggar there, too. I mean, when he got to that 5-yard line, he was just like, I'm just putting my head down and going as far as I can, and he got down to the 3. So, again, critical situation for the Bison here, looking to take the lead.
Sorry, folks, on the camera work. I'm trying to call the game and camera work at the same time. Bison, full house backfield. Look at this. Holy smokes. Duggar, and all pushing the pile, spins off, and he's in for the touchdown. Adam Duggar from a couple of yards out. They had tight end to tight end. They had 3 extra backs in the backfield along with Duggar, pushing the pile, and it worked, and the Bison have the lead, 13-7.
Really impressive. Stopped initially, then kind of spun and got the yards to get into the end zone. I'll tell you what, starting to get that feeling, Rich.
Got a whole second half to go, but you're exactly right. Bison have a ton of confidence with a 13, hopefully 14-7 lead. Hunter Hansen for the extra point. Snaps good, kicks on the way, and it is, can't tell, he got it. 14-7, Horizon make touchdown. Mr. Adam Duggar from about a couple of yards out. 4:23 left, back with the Bison kickoff coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1. Rich and Bob back here at Bearcat Stadium, kind of a, you want to call it their jumbo package. I don't know what the official name of it is for that set, Bob, but boy, they had, again, tight end to tight end, and Duggar's your quarterback, and he had 3, he had a couple of probably fullbacks and a running back in there and just pushed the pile ahead. He actually hit a wall, but he just spun out of it and got the touchdown.
No, again, I mean, nobody was outside the tackles. Everybody was within there. And, again, that initial, it's just push. That's all you got to do for situations like that. And, again, he found the open spot, spun, like you said, to get the last 2 yards. And we've got a 14-7 Bison lead. 4:23 left to go in the half. And I'll tell you what, Bison can get a stop here. Scottsbluff might not get the ball back the rest of the half.
Patrick Gross on the kick, returnable, 10, 15, 20, 25, and about the 30-yard line. It's not bad on the coverage that time for the Bison down. And Scottsbluff will have it out down in coverage that time. You had Canyon Hosick down there. You had Alex Messenger down there as well. And the Bison puts the defense back. And boy, the defense has been solid, especially the run. Besides the drive, the short field after the turnover to begin the ball game, there's been nothing.
Really hasn't. I mean, and frankly, it took a 4th down conversion to keep that drive alive too. So, again, Bison just have to be happy the way they're playing on defense at this point.
Braden Stoll, shotgun set, and Boyle will get the swing far side across the 30, 34-yard line. Picked about 4 on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock running, 4-minute mark. Both teams have all 3 timeouts if needed.
Yeah, again, you just don't want to let any big play happen there. I mean, that's, again, like Jacob Gomez-Wilson from McCook here. Scottsbluff pretty much held to these, 5 to 6 yard, 2 and 3 yard gains.
Ball right smack dab between the hashes. Once again, 4-man Bison front. Stoll, shotgun set. It's going to be Boyle here. Nope, it's going to be Stoll, and his quarterback keeper is going to keep it and follow a couple of blockers shy of the 39, shy of the 40-yard line. Gosh, sorry, folks. I'm trying to keep up with this camera work, and it's killing me. It's going to be 3rd and about 1. Picked up about 5 in the play. Needed 6.
Yeah, big fake to Boyle on that one. Then Stoll just went around the left, just off left tackle there. Again, Bison being pretty disciplined. They're hanging in their lanes, trying to keep, not biting on those fakes right now. And again, Scottsbluff's had a lot of thirds down tonight, Rich.
Single wing look once again, 2 tight ends. And it's Boyle once again, right side first down, across the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, again, he is scary. You can see that he's very patient back there a couple of times now. Has waited for blocks to be made first. But again, Bison keep 5 yards and less a time. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Eat up the clock.
Scottsbluff, a little hurry up here because they're coming up 3 minutes left. They still got a ways to go at the Bison 46-yard line. A little movement once again for Scottsbluff from right to left. It's going to be Stoll. It's going to be Boyle once again midfield into McCook territory. Picked up about 8 yards in the play.
Yeah, again, they seem to be getting that going. Looks like they're pretty much committed to this. Try to maybe just burn the rest of the clock and go down and tie it up before halftime here again. But this plays the Bison's favor too. If they want to burn the clock, if they're unable to convert, that's just as good as anything for the Bison. 2.5
minutes left before the half. 14-7 Bison lead. Scottsbluff and McCook territory at the Bison 48. Stoll, shotgun set again on second and short. Boyle going to take it right side, first down, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and I think he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds, at about the 2-yard line. Didn't quite make it in.
Yeah, that was very strange there at the end. I mean, they're both going for the corner. He's being chased down by Hayden Norgard there. And, again, just kind of got pushed out at the 1. So, but, again, that's the thing that we were worried about. We'd give him the crease, and then he found the crease just like Jacob Gomez-Wilson did, and he was off to the races.
Sorry, folks. This is as good as it gets when you're watching the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. This is all I can do for you because it's not our stadium. It's first and goal from the 2 as Scottsbluff trying to tie this thing up or get within at least a point. Boyle from a yard out, touchdown. Didn't have much that time. Touchdown, and the Bearcats are within a point of tying this ball game up with the 2-minute mark here.
Yeah, boy, that's a shame, though. Bison really been playing good defense, and he was able to bust off that 40-yard run. But, again, he's a dangerous back, and he's the guy that they're going to go to when it's crunch time. So, again, extra point coming up here to try and tie the game. But, again, hey, no complaints with this first half, Rich. It's gone quickly. Bison have played well. And they're going to get a chance maybe to get in field goal range here before the end of the half.
Christian Fees on the extra point, and it's good. 2:07 left. We got a tie ball game at 14-14 kickoff. It's coming up here shortly on KICX 96.1. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, Scottsbluff will kick it off after the 1-yard touchdown run from Sebastian Boyle. Tie the ball game up. Extra points good. Christian Fees on the kick returnable. Stepping up about the 15, 20. Canyon Hosick about the 21, 22-yard line. First and 10, McCook. They have all 3 timeouts. Bob, only 2 minutes left, so if you're going to have make something happen, you better make it quick here.
Well, and again, this is the dilemma is if you want to try and get something going to score, but then you also don't want to turn the ball back over and give Scottsbluff any time left before the first half here. So, again, it'll be interesting to see what these first couple plays. Bison, nothing wrong with going into halftime tied up, Rich. Let's face it.
And the Bearcats will get the ball to begin the second half because they did kick off to begin the game. Bison at first and 10, their own 22-yard line, all 3 timeouts. 14-14 ball game at 2 minutes left. And what do we have? Timeout, Scottsbluff. Wow, why would you? Boy, Coach Hall must have saw something he didn't like to burn a timeout like that. Thanks to all of our great sponsors, including Pinnacle Bank, also Runza, Devaney Motors, Tobias Dental, Voles Plumbing and Heating, Also, Wagner Ford at Wagner Chevy. Our Bison drive to the game for tonight, thanks to Keisha and everybody associated with the folks at the Wagner Ford Wagner Chevy stores for
quite a comfortable ride.
I had somebody encourage, and you know him pretty good. Tell Bob to hang out the window with the camera so we can see the south end zone.
That could be the biggest contribution that I would have to the football game tonight, but
stop it.
I'm sorry. That's just too chilly for an old man to be out there.
And, you know, that's a kind of a drop, to be honest with you. We're on the lower level, but it's still kind of a drop.
Maybe we have like one of the GoPro we can put on my head and I could walk out there or something? Maybe?
Possibly. 1st and 10, Duggar under center, and it's going to be the fullback of Anthony or Bortner. Didn't see who was in there, 44-33. Picked up maybe 2. It's Alex Anthony on the carry, and maybe 2 yards in the play, and 2nd and 8.
Now, again, Scottsbluff took that initial timeout with only have 2 left, but didn't do anything to stop this one. So maybe depending upon this play, We'll see what they want to do.
Bison come out, trips right, 1 wide out here to the left side, so 4 wide look. Empty backfield now, Duggar. Shotgun, looking at a screen. Gomez Wilson, and they had Scottsbluff read at that time. They had at least one of their backers stayed at home and read at the last minute because the linemen were moving upfield, but one of the backers stayed home, and it's going to be no gain in the play.
Yeah, again, keeps the clock going, which is important. But, yeah, that was just, again, kind of sniffed out. And Jacob just did not have a chance to make a move, really, to get away from anybody.
Scottsbluff burns their 2nd timeout. Quick timeout of our own. We're back to Bearcat Stadium next. It's Bison football. KICX 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Bearcat Stadium on a cool night for the next to last regular season night of football. Next week, Bison are home against Alliance, the Bulldogs at Weiland Field. And Wagner Ford pregame at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock. 3rd and 8 from McCook. Scottsbluff just burned their 2nd timeout. Empty backfield. Duggar shotgun, long set. And now McCook's going to burn a timeout. They had Anthony in come out in motion, and he kept chopping the feet. And he kept chomping. He's probably going, are you going to snap it or not? And then the Bison bench called their first of 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I don't know if we got a little cat and mouse going on here or people kind of just trying to get a new look. As far as the offense goes. Yeah, that was an interesting situation. I mean, it's okay. Alex, go out to the side and run in place until we tell you to stop.
But you just kept running, and I didn't know what if we.
I mean, theoretically, he could have just stopped and got set.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly right. Yeah. So the Bison burn their first of 3 timeouts. Minute 25 left. 14-14 ball game. Been a great first half of the Bison. Boy, they have played defensively, offensively, a couple of great drives. Anthony in motion, the far side, toss pitch. Gomez Wilson trying to break a streak. 25-30. Jacob for a first down about the 35, all the way up to the 40-yard line. A burst for an extra 5 up to the 40-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. Minute 17 kind of makes it a little interesting with that move right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's an 18-yard pickup, Rich, and now he's over 100 yards for the game, by the way. But still, all of a sudden now things shift. Now Scottsbluff might be back on their heels a little bit, and Bison going to try and press the issue.
Duggar will roll the pocket out. He had trips here near side, still rolling, still looking across the middle. Get complete. Downfield, Lucas Gomez Wilson still on his feet. Lucas to about hogtied about the 39-yard line. And that'll stop the clock, move the chains again downfield, as now in their Scottsbluff territory. So now you got 56 seconds left. You got 2 timeouts. You're not bad shape.
No, absolutely. And in fact, Adam Duggar, I'm remiss about some stats here, but he's had a good night throwing the ball, Rich.
Scottsbluff is going to burn their final timeout right here. Is Coach Hall not happy with his defense at the present time? Quick break. We're back to Bearcat Stadium, and more Bison football next on KICX 96.1. Back into Bearcat Stadium, Bison offense on the move again. At the Scottsbluff 40, Scottsbluff burned their final timeout. McCook still got 2, Bob. I know they want to hang on to 1 just in case down the stretch here, maybe a field goal attempt.
Yeah, again, exactly right, Rich. And, I mean, you don't have to get that much further to give Patrick Gross a good shot at.
Duggar shotgun said they'll run inside. This time Alex Anthony gets away from on 35. Alex 30-yard line. Can he get out of bounds? I think he did. That should stop the clock without having to burn a timeout. Another solid game, 10-plus on the far side. Alex Anthony, and should be 1st and 10 McCook.
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm really impressed the way the Bison have been able to consistently run the ball here. They've been able to get chunks of yardage at a time, too. And now, again, 43 seconds left to go. I mean, I don't know. Certainly 3 is in play here, if not 7.
Well, any score, boy, 7 on the board before the half would be huge from McCook right here. Bison trips here on the near side. Duggar on 1st and 10. Adam rolls the pocket, going to tuck it, has some running room, has the edge, the far side. Go for the sidelines, out of bounds about the 23-yard line, and didn't pick up but a couple of yards. I'm going to give him 4 in the play, but bring up 2nd down. They stop the clock. Won't have to burn a timeout.
Definitely something out of nothing there. Boy, did he make a nifty move in the backfield, too, Rich. Eluded one defensive lineman, just kind of gave him the old matador, and then was able to get those 4 yards.
See what the Bison coaching staff comes out with. 2nd and 6 right here. 2 timeouts, 34 seconds left in tie ball game, 14-14. 3 wide look. One tailback, step back, I think it's Anthony. The run, no, it's going to be Duggar on a quarterback keeper. Across the 20, across the 15. Adam with a strong move down about the 12-yard line. We got a flag back at the 24-yard line, Bob.
Oh, way behind the plate.
Yeah.
Too.
And they're going to the Scottsbluff captains to talk about it.
Looks
Dang.
like it's got to be probably the old holding action.
Bison would have had 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. You still got 28 seconds. That would have been in great shape.
I mean, really, again, Rich, I hate to keep repeating myself on this, but the Bison are getting chunks 5 and 6 at a time here on some of these runs and stuff, and it's really quite impressive.
So on the penalty, once again, a hold on the Bison offense. Spot foul, and they'll move it back to about the 34-yard line, which is not terrible. I mean, you still got a couple of plays left.
Yeah, got to pick up 10 yards here to give us a realistic shot, don't you think?
Trips left, 1 wide to the far side. As Duggar they'll roll the clock here in 27 seconds left. Adam looking to throw. Some pressure, and gets out of a sack. Can he keep his balance? And he's out of the pocket. He throws toward the sideline. There's nobody in the area. Is that an intentional grounding? You're out of the, and now they'll call it. Yeah.
He didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's outside the pocket.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, it was great effort, though. He eluded the first tackler and just couldn't get past the second one. So, looks like we're going to go in at the tie game at half, Rich.
It's going to be a loss of down. It's still 3rd down. They lose the down. So, you still get your timeouts left. If we can get a big play, get it down, 25, 30-yard line. I'm sure on a night like this, cold, it's probably kicking a rock a little bit if you're a field goal kicker. So we'll see what happens. Boy, it's marked all the way back almost to midfield. Scottsbluff 49.
Boy, really a shame, too, because, again, this started, about their 21, I think, the initial drive, and had a 3rd down back there, and then were able to convert and took the ball all the way down to the 15.
14-14 ball game, 18 seconds left, 3rd and a mile. Bison trips right. Duggar, some mishap on the clear, but he's at it, the 40, 35, Adam down to about the 32-yard line. He made something of nothing because I think it was supposed to be a give that time to Anthony. He and Anthony are talking about it. You're supposed to take it. You weren't there. But he made something of it. He got the 34-yard line. Got 11 seconds left. Bison burned one of their final 2 timeouts. They got 1 left.
Yeah, a field goal definitely be 52. So that's going to be a little bit tough. Oh, by the way, Rich, one thing for the listeners out there, too. If we seem a little delayed on some of these extra points, these goalposts are short, in my opinion. The sides are short. That's why we can't tell necessarily. They aren't tall like they are at Weiland, and it's kind of hard to see some of those extra points. We aren't sure if they're inside or outside the pylon there.
I can't believe a stadium like this has the goalposts the way they are. Why aren't they taller? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's just kind of a new, and they're just the straight up and down. They're not the curved or anything like they're right on the goal line, the back line.
Wow, they're going to go field goal, a 51-yarder right here for Patrick Gross, and they're going to try it on this will be fourth down. I forgot.
Yep.
I lost it down. Snap good. Kick's going to be on the way, and this is not going to make it. In fact, and they'll caught in the end zone. Scottsbluff will try to return it out and make something out of this. 15, out of bounds, about the 22-yard line. So missed on the long field goal. That was asking a lot.
Oh yeah,
but give it a shot. And they run the half out. So after one half of play here at Bearcat Stadium, knotted up, 14-14. Scottsbluff will get the ball to begin the second half. Bob and I will talk about that first half. Much more here from Bearcat Stadium coming up here shortly. Bison football kicks 96-1.
We'll see.
We're back here at Bearcat Stadium. So now they brought the team. It's not going to be. They're going to put 4 more seconds on the clock here, Bob, and bring them back out and play the final 4.
Well, I wondered. You said that they ran out the clock and stuff, and I thought, well, doesn't it stop when he goes out of bounds? And then the horn must have sounded 10 seconds after he ran out of bounds. So they're going to go ahead and that's why they keep it on the field too. But they're going to bring him back out here for this final play of the first, and I assume it's going to be a kneel down, maybe not.
So one more play for the Bearcats, 14-14 ball game. Bison had a chance. There's some penalties. Boy, they were marching down, looking great, but penalties backed him up, and that led to the long field goal and the miss. Well, high snap. Boyle gets it, 25 and 30. Don't let him get it away, and he'll be hogtied about the 34-yard line, and that'll be your first half right there. There, the horn can go off officially once again to end the first half. 14-14 ball game. We'll talk about it here, Bob and I, in just a moment. Bison football kicks 96-1. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, halftime score 14-14. Rich and Bob back here. Hey, even Steven. First half was great. McCook, got to be proud. Fans watching, back at home on our KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. Coaches, boy, they played well. Defensively got after it. Offensively got some good drives going.
Yeah, exactly right. No, again, other than that first initial handoff, first play of the game we've talked about, where the exchange between Adam Duggar and Alex Anthony didn't work. Scottsbluff got the short field 23-yard drive for their first touchdown. Bison come right back and answer. Took the lead then, and now just gave up a late touchdown here in this second quarter as Sebastian Boyle kind of got himself untracked a little bit, had a nice big run there. But, Bison, again, I'm impressed. Again, over for the season, I'm not sure what Scottsbluff Rushing's defense has been like. Certainly it's had to be good, but, I've got Adam Duggar, only 3 carries. He's got 27 yards. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 13 carries for 111. Alex Anthony, 2 carries for 8 yards. And Leighton Bortner, he's got 5 carries for 39 yards. So, again, you're talking almost 200 yards worth of rushing for the Bison in the first half. And I'll guarantee you, I don't think anybody else has done that against Scottsbluff all year. So, again, certainly have to have some confidence, and maybe it has carried over from the second half of that Gehring game where the offense is feeling better about themselves. And I'll tell you what, anybody watching this game, right, this is a heads-up game. Nobody can sit here and say, oh, well, we're going to go ahead and win by 20 in the second half because, again, both teams have been absolutely just dead even in this first half. But I want to throw out a kudo. We've got 2 xylophone players down here for halftime, Rich. And I'm telling you what, this is a heck of a night to have a full-rack xylophone down there for their halftime theme. So, this is impressive. We got the dancers, the Bearcat dancers out there. They're sleeveless. So I'm telling you what, those ladies are tough.
It's a little chilly. So has it always been a dream for you to play the xylophone? I'm sure we can make it happen sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's really quite an impressive instrument, and you're playing it at 40 degrees outside. That's really impressive.
So, folks, help me out here. Let's make Bob's dream come true of playing the xylophone sometime at a concert or something like that. Let's make that dream come true.
That's exactly right. That's just impressive.
Let's take a break. Bob and I will talk about some other Bison sports going on, the Bison tennis, volleyball, others after the quick break. 14-14 tied at the half. Back with more next from Bearcat Stadium next. KICX 96.1. Halftime here at Bearcat Stadium in Scottsbluff, 14-14. Bob, other sports, of course, the big news for the fall sports season for the Bison is Bison boys tennis team. Congrats, head coach Matt Weimers, assistant coach Greg Larson, and the boys Class B state runners-up. They give Elkhorn Mount Michael a great test. They got past Omaha Scott, but runners-up, that's a pretty good deal. And hats off to those boys and coach and staff. They had a great season.
Yeah, again, what do you expect? Anything less from Coach Weimers? I mean, do you think they'll renew his contract next year? I don't know. I mean, second place finish at state again. Come on now, let's go. But no, great job by those guys, and it's just again a testament, just the participation that he has. Time he spends with the kids and stuff, and they've really kind of just built themselves a nice little dynasty out here as far as on the western half of the state as far as tennis goes. And again, like I said before, they just kind of reload and let's go line them up and we'll play next year and kind of go from there. So again, kudos to them. Always nice to bring back a little hardware back to good old McCook.
And number one doubles team once again, great job. And number one singles, Isaac Hens had a phenomenal year. Lincoln Michaelis at 2 singles. Doubles teams did excellent as well. And I know we'll be talking more about this in our Coaches Coffee Club program coming up again tomorrow. But they've got a couple of seniors, but they've got a lot of great kids coming back again and try to do it again next year.
Yeah, I heard that there was a rumor going around that John McEnroe was going to stop by, but Coach Weimer said, "No, we don't need you. We're good without you. So we'll catch you next time." But no, again, just again, great stuff for them. Super season, and again, they'll just probably get ready and line them up and fire away next year as well.
I just got a text here from our good buddy Kenny Wellman, who is listening on the broadcast. Ken helped us with Bison football and Bison basketball back in the day when he and Mary were living in McCook, and listening on the stream tonight. He does every now and then, and he said, "When does Bob start helping you again?" Yeah, I think he's kind of jealous. Well, he's kind of jealous.
That kind of goes back to the good old days way back when and stuff like that. But so, just got to kind of dust me off and, put me on the old two-wheeler and bring me out here, and we'll be okay. But good to hear from you, Mr. Wellman. I hope you haven't missed any 3-foot putts lately.
Oh, my gosh. Other Bison sports news, Bison volleyball. What a win for Coach Feeney and the Lady Bison volleyball team. You had a chance. I didn't have a chance to catch. I watched it on the stream when we got home from district cross country, but sweep of North Platte.
Yeah, I mean, I would be curious to see when the last time that happened, how long ago it was. But again, nice effort by the Lady Bison last night. Coach Feeney and her crew really came out. And the one thing that I really liked about the way they played, Rich, is that they went ahead and, oh boy, quit showing me text while we're on the air, Rich. But no, I mean, they played really well. The one thing that, again, their defense was so good. They were really getting balls. They were hustling. They were in the right places. And I'll tell you what, they were able to finish the job last night in a 3-0 sweep in North Platte. Again, regardless of what anybody says, they were missing one player. Very important part of their offense, unfortunately, for North Platte. But still, the way the Lady Bison came out and just were able to just take charge of that game and finish it off was really quite impressive. So, again, no picnic for them going down the line. I mean, Class B is awfully tough, and I believe Southwest Conference will be at Minden next Friday, so that'll be no picnic either and stuff. But, again, really nice effort by the Lady Bison. It was loud in that gym last night, and it was a lot of fun.
And, Southwest Conference will not be easy with the Broken Bows and the Mindens and teams. Gothenburg's having a nice season. That Ogallala, I mean, that's going to be a good tournament.
Oh, yeah. It would be, actually, I mean, it'd be a great, if you wanted to spend the day and just watch some volleyball, it'd be just a nice little trip over to Minden for the day to see that. I mean, Broken Bow is certainly a state contender. Gothenburg has had their moments. They lost a setter earlier in the year for a couple of games, so they weren't quite as sharp as they had been, but they've been playing good since. So, again, it's going to be really a dogfight in that conference. And, again, you've got a couple of different classes of schools, of course. But, again, really, really good competition there. It's going to be a long day, but it'll be a good one in Minden for that Southwest Conference tournament.
Bison cross-country teams went to a very, very, very tough Southwest Conference meet. District meet the other day. Yeah, that was South Comp a couple of weeks ago. District meet, up in Ogallala for Coach Sugaroo and his boys and girls, and boy, it was tough. I mean, likes the Garings and Lexingtons and teams like that. And McCook did get a couple of state qualifiers. Sammy Rodewald's having a dynamite year. She finished runner-up. Sienna Dutton also placed among the top 15. They were hoping to get the whole team, but just didn't quite have it. Had some injuries that kind of hurt them a little bit. Bison boys had some great performances. I know Josiah Wilkinson finished the 16th when the top 15 medal. That's a tough place to finish, even though he ran a great time in the low 17s, and that team has a lot of underclassmen. So hats off to Coach Sugar. By the way, he just texted me. He wants to know, he wants to know a demo of you playing the ukulele.
Well, look, I'll tell you, my musical history goes like this. I started out in 3rd grade. I learned the clarinet, and then I went to the viola, of all things, in junior high. And then in high school, I was a cymbal player. So, I mean, if that doesn't show you enough of my musical ability, I think that would do it there. So,
wow.
Tell Coach Sugar all I want is a jar of honey. So.
Golf is over for the year. Softball wrapped up and everything. So we have just a couple of sports left.
Yeah,
volleyball and football.
Yeah, very busy for the NSAA this time of year with all the scheduling of this volleyball sub-districts and, of course, football playoffs coming up. Really, really busy time for them. And like I said, it just goes in a blink of an eye this fall sports season.
And, of course, the 2 Lady Bison runners that will run at the state meet, Class B in Kearney, coming up next Friday.
Yeah, Coach Sugar, the one thing he did say, I think, about that Ogallala course is that it's just so flat.
Yeah.
And frankly, the Bison, they probably perform better on something with a little more contour to it and stuff, too. So that's another reason why, again, those times are as good as they were there.
Say thanks to all of our great sponsors, include our Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy drive to the game. You consider it a different vehicle. Chris and the guys at Wagner Ford Toyota and Wagner Chevy are here to help. Savings on their new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Test drive your new ride today at either Wagner location, Wagner Ford Toyota at 211 West 2nd Street, or Wagner Chevrolet at 201 East B, both located in downtown McCook. Check out the website, as always, drivewagner.com. We'll take a break. Got about 90 seconds left. I think they'll probably put another couple of minutes left for them to warm up. But we got a dandy of a second half. It's 14-14, and the second half is coming up shortly on KICX 96.1. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, it's always a good time anywhere you go when you got a little Kiss playing in the background there, Bob. Oh, my gosh.
I'll tell you what, I think your hair grew 6 inches during that song, Rich. You're about ready to put it in a ponytail.
Oh, my gosh, what a great group. What a great group. Here we go, second half. Bison will kick it off to begin the second half. Scottsbluff kicked it off to begin the game. And you have to go all the way back to – let's go back all the way back to the first quarter when they kicked off, and on the first play of the game, the Bison fumbled the ball, led to a Scottsbluff touchdown. You're thinking, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But, boy, the Bison didn't panic at all, got the ball right back in the kickoff, went down and scored, 7-7, didn't score for a while. They finally got the McCook did get the go-ahead touchdown to lead at 14-7. Scottsbluff got a touchdown, and we missed a field goal in there. As well.
That first possession after they scored, we drove down, missed the
field goal. Okay.
But the next possession, we got the touchdown.
Yeah.
And frankly, let's not forget, we were driving at the end of this first half. We were clear down to the 15-yard line without that holding penalty, which took us back out of play there. So this could have been a little bit different game. And then can't blame the Bison, tried the long field goal from 51 by Patrick Gross, came up short, but still. Again, anybody watching this game, if you knew nothing about these two teams, you would say they're dead even. So again, kudos to the Bison. Must have certainly had a good game plan because again, I'm surprised that just the positive gaining plays with the rushing, especially. Like I said, they've certainly got close to 200 yards in this first half. And again, this is a team that, frankly, is pretty darn stout on the defensive side of ball. And Bison haven't backed down a bit.
This is going to be Mitchell Cole kicking this thing off here to begin the second half. So, Patrick has had his chances. I mean, it's been out there a lot. Kicked the field goal. Hunter Hansen's kicked extra points. Now Mitchell Cole, 26, is out there.
Well, I'll tell you, the ball certainly is not going as far as it did week 1 of the season.
This one's a good kick, and about the 9-yard line, 10, 15. I've got to get my camera work again. Sorry about that. And returned about the 26-yard line.
Good coverage.
So, good coverage with the Bison downfield. It's 1st and 10 for Scottsbluff, and let's see if the Bison defense can get right back at it where, Sebastian Boyle really had to work for yards sometimes.
Just had the one breakaway run, had a couple others, 5-yard type gains, and then kind of peeled off that 50-yard run with a couple minutes to go in the first half. But again, Bison, for the most part, 90% of the time, they were right where they're supposed to be.
It'll be quarterback Braden Stoll. Shotgun set. The wing here on the right side. Boyle has it between the tackles for about 3 yards, and that's about it before he was tripped up. Bison said they got the football, but I think they ruled it down. That would have been nice on their first play of the second half. They would have fumbled like we did in the first play.
Almost about the same position of the field, too, except by 28-yard line. So, but again, Bison, good stop on first down. Brings up 2nd and 8, starting the third quarter.
It's Braden Stoll, their junior quarterback. Big kid, 6'3", 180. Shotgun set, Boyle to the right of him, and Boyle will get it, sweep it left side, 30, 35, 40, midfield. Can we get him? One man to beat. Renner can't get him. It'll be a long touchdown run from 72 yards out. Wow.
Yeah, that was just kind of that same kind of off-tackle play. And again, Bison were able to wrap him up. And again, it was a sprint to the goal line, and Nate Renner just could not run him down. Again, Sebastian Boyle don't want to let him get out in the open field.
It'll be Christian Fees back for the extra point again. Snap good, holds good, kicks on the way, and it is on the way. And did he get it? Yes, he did. 21-14, Bearcats score in the second play of the half. A lot of time to go. Back with the kickoff coming up shortly on KICX. Rich and Bob back here at Bearcat Stadium. Bison will get the kickoff, trailing 21-4, and trailing for the first time tonight.
Yeah, exactly right.
Have had the lead a couple of times and scored the first touchdown.
Well, no,
they scored first. That's right. I'm sorry.
Fumble, right?
That's right.
But let's face it. Yeah, Bison have led this game certainly. Ooh, a little chip shot kickoff there.
Short kick covered by one of the up men. I think it was Glenn Ruggles down there. Yeah, it was Glenn, and he catches it and to about the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Now, we've been told we have a source on the far side that Jacob Gomez-Wilson is out for the rest, or at least and maybe for the rest of the game, out for the series. Let's see if 20 comes onto the field. No, he's not on the field. I see Canyon Hosick out there. So, wow. I don't know if that shoulder got hit again or something else, but Hosick is out there. Alex Anthony in front of him. I-Pro set. 1st and 10, 31-yard line. And it's going to be Duggar and a quarterback here on the run the option far side, and Adam lost his foot. It slipped. He had kind of a true option look that time. He had Hosick as a pitch man and slipped. It'll be probably a loss of about maybe 1 on the play, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, kind of faked to Alex Anthony going up the middle, and they were going to run the right side option. But again, just kind of lost his footing a little bit. That's why, I actually kind of wondered too, as cold as it is too, Rich, if that is going to be get a little frost going out there or something like that. Things might get a little bit more slippery.
Bison come out to go 3 wide. Extra tight end is there. One setback is, I think it's Bortner in there, or Anthony. As Duggar looking to throw, looking to drop back. Has some room to run. He doesn't have room to run. Tried to step up in the pocket and could not hop over that defender. Land on the ground and got him by the foot. It's going to be a loss of good 3-4 yards. And the Bison are in long distance, 3rd and long right now.
Yeah, this is kind of dangerous now. You hate to come back after a score like that by Scottsbluff. Obviously, they're going to be trying to do their best to kind of shut down the Bison here now and get their momentum going. But, boy, you hate to have negative plays now with this. So, again, going to take a nice little 3rd down play here to keep the Bison moving forward.
Bison come out, trips left as 3rd and 13. Not a good start. The first series for the Bison here, 3rd quarter. Shotgun snap. Duggar rolls the pocket. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to be sacked. And that's a quick 3 and out against the Bison. Once again, defense, Bob, and they'll punt the ball away.
Yeah, that was a tough series there for the Bison. Again, not a lot of room for Adam Duggar. Scottsbluff defensive end actually beat 2 Bison blockers there to make that sack. So, again, punt coming up as Scottsbluff they're setting up about their own 45 or Bison 45 for this.
Your good buddy Nars sent a text. He's listening to the game. Mr. Mitch Lister himself. The kick nearly blocked, and Hosick on the punt. And fair catch once again at about the 48-yard line by Scottsbluff and Jose Rodriguez that time. So close. They came close to Canyon. Again, Branson McDonald out for this game with an injury, so he's not back. So Canyon's done a pretty good job this year. But it was awfully darn close. So second series, Bison defense got to get things going.
Yeah,
down by a score. Got to keep it a score game.
Really critical here now. Got to get a stop. Got to stop this drive. Certainly holding to no points because, again, if Scottsbluff gets something here, then they may be off to the races.
Shotgun set for Braden Stoll. It's going to keep it himself. Midfield, 45-yard line to pick up about 6-7 yards on first down. And brings up 2nd and short.
Boy, we just talk about this kind of an offense, too, with Scottsbluff. And they do have the wear-you-down game going. I mean, they'll just kind of keep running it and running it and running it at you. And, again, Bison really, they've held their ground. But you just wonder now, again, with a little bit of some bad luck here to start this quarter, if they can keep it up.
Shotgun set for Stoll on 2nd and 3. Clock running, 8:36 left in the 3rd quarter. Scottsbluff up 21-14. It's going to be Boyle this time between the tackles and nowhere to go. He got a yard or two, but he's going to be short of the first down. Bison, nice job of putting the clamps on before he reached that marker, and it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, this is like any other type of back. You want to have multiple players at the point of attack to wrap him up because, again, you saw what happened when he got that crease and just scooted down the sideline there. But, again, good defense for the Bison. Again, they played 80%, 90% of the plays just perfect. Just a couple of those ones just have not been able to shut the door.
Third and short for the Bearcats at the Bison 43-yard line. Stoll shotgun set, pretty much everything out of the gun. Bison trying to stack everything up, but Stoll found a crease to about the 40-yard line, and that will be enough for a Scottsbluff first down.
Yeah, that was just kind of a momentum thing. Just kind of went off the right guard there and just kind of got behind him and just kept the feet moving. And Bison just, again, minimal gain, but good enough for the first down.
7:45 left. Keeping an eye on my Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox were up 3-1 in the fifth. Come on.
Isn't baseball over with yet?
No way, not even close. Shotgun set for Stoll. Gives up Boyle. Nice job by Bison Phil. A late flag coming in. Got it. Ooh, it could be in the face mask maybe. You hope it's a hold, but boy, the way the flag came in, maybe a face mask against the defense. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Yeah, Jason Pilgrim was actually he's going off the field right now too. He got up slowly from that last. I wonder if he got chopped a little bit. Is what we're looking at here.
But it's a hold against the offense, so the official will back him up 10 yards and make it first and going to decline it. So count the down, bring it 2nd and 10.
Interesting.
Didn't Nebraska do that a couple of games ago?
Yeah.
Didn't take it was more of a personal foul. It was like a 15-yard.
Right.
And to decline it to make it 2nd and 10. Ball just shy of the 40-yard line. Run that double wing look, shotgun set. And they'll sweep it far side and inside the 40 by the 38-yard line. On the carry that time, brought the wing back Rodriguez that time. A little pitch play. Little jet sweep actions almost a little bit. The gain of a couple brings up third. This will bring up third about 3rd and 7.
Yep, exactly. Clock running, 6:55 to go. Bison down 7, 21-14. This, all of a sudden, things have kind of slowed down a little bit compared to that first half. But, again, Scottsbluff, they're going to be methodical now. Maybe they're in 4-down territory. We don't even know, even at their own, at the Bison 39, they may go twice if they don't make this one.
Twin receivers right. Stoll will roll the pocket out, looking downfield, still looking, right out of real estate downfield, going to be out of bounds, incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th and 8, and let's see what the Bearcats do on their McCook side.
Yeah, you would think they just want to pin them deep and see if they can hold them. But, again, great coverage by the Bison defense on that last play, Rich. Nowhere to go. Stoll literally kind of just scrambled all the way to the sideline and then just kind of threw the pass there. They really had no chance of completing it. So, again, great coverage by the Bison.
So brought some extra personnel in there, and they're in punting formation. So McCook will drop Duggar back deep. Back to punt is Jace Wilkinson at midfield for Scottsbluff, and we have timeout Scottsbluff. Their coaches down here were yelling. I didn't have the right personnel in, so the Bearcats burned their first timeout. We're back to Bearcat Stadium coming up shortly. Bison football, KICX. Back here to Bearcat Stadium, the punt is coming from Wilkinson.
It's kind of funny too, Rich. I remember from the pregame, Coach Hall talking about the one area of concern that they had was with their special teams, and of course he was not happy with that timeout there.
Duggar lets it go in the end zone. Bison will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. It's still a one-score game, 6:21 left. But again, last series, Jacob Gomez-Wilson did not come out, and it was not on 1 down for McCook in that series. It was Kenyon Hosick playing their tailback, and not for sure what happened, but he's not out there. We'll see if he comes out for this series, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, again, obviously a big blow to the Bison offense there, but might just have to change up a few things and probably don't have quite the explosiveness. But, again, they've been able to move the ball. Alex Anthony, Leighton Bortner, Adam Duggar. They've all got positive yards when they carried the ball.
And the option, it's going to be the fullback this time, Alex Anthony on the first down call. Kenyon Hosick is back in there playing the tailback. No Gomez-Wilson. It'll be a short gain on the play. Bring up, let's say, 2nd and 9. Very, very short gain. Yeah, Gomez Wilson had a great first half. He had him, 100-some yards?
I had 111 is what I had for him with that. He had the 52-yard run, another 18-yard run, are the two biggest.
iPro set, 2nd and 10, 21-14. Bluffs leaded by 7. And a delay. It's going to be Hosick that time. Canyon with a nice run to about the 25-yard line. Picked up almost 6 yards on the play. They'll bring up a about 3rd and 4.
Yeah, it kind of seems like those misdirection plays have kind of been for both teams, actually, kind of going one direction and then handing off back the other way. Again, 5-6 yards before even being touched.
The Hosick household last week, a little bit of a scare with the Sooners almost losing to Texas last week. I know that mom would have been in mourning for a week after that, if Texas would have won that.
Yeah, they probably would have, about the way halftime was going, to jump off a bridge there, but that was a heck of a comeback.
3rd and 5, with play action. Duggar looking to throw. Pass going to be completed for a first down. It's Garrett Capps, the tight end. Darn it, I got to get my camera there. It's about the 38-yard line. Nice job by Garrett. Out, kind of a little out and then toward the sidelines, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10, about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, when Adams had time, he's been able to find the receivers. Really thrown some nice balls tonight. That was a great catch by Garrett Capps. Had to kind of turn around a little bit and kind of reach back for it. But again, big first down for the Bison.
Bison will come out 3 wide, twins right. Hosick's a wide out here on the sidelines from McCook. Shotgun step for Duggar on 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Inside give to Anthony that time and spun around. Maybe picked up a yard, and that was about it. Now that was Leighton Bortner. Leighton's got a fair share of carries tonight, which he had a pretty good first half, but a lot of good carries. Picked up, we'll give him 2 on the play, bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, again, he had 39 yards in the first half, but only on 5 carries. So, again, all of his yards were positive going into that. And, again, I mean, this is made to order, 4:16 to go in the quarter. Bison using that clock and keeping this game close, keeping themselves in it.
Renner and Gomez Wilson. Lucas on the far side, Lucas in the slot. It's Hosick split out wide left. Shotgun set for Duggar. On 2nd down, toward the sidelines and threw a little bit wide of Lucas Gomez Wilson toward the Bison sideline. Incomplete pass makes it 3rd down.
Yeah, that was probably his worst throw of the night. Just a little bit out of the reach, threw a little bit early on that particular one. So, again, another 3rd down, important 3rd down possession for the Bison here. Want to keep this momentum going. Try and flip the field, too, a little bit. Get on Scotts Bluff side of the field. Also for the aid of our camera.
Yeah, exactly right.
But anyway, no. Bison, again, important 3rd down. Again, if Adams had time, he's been able to find the receivers.
4-minute mark. Clock stops the incompleted pass. Bison come out 3 wide again on 3rd and 8. Hosick in motion to the far side on 3rd and 8. Duggar rolls the pocket toward that side. Still looking, and he runs out. He throws it away. Avoids the sack. Threw it short of any Scottsbluff player gave an attempt that time. It fell short. Can bring up 4th down. They'll have to punt it away.
Still got that important first down, though, to get moved out here to at least the 40 again with a good punt here, maybe in a stop. Again, we can work on flipping that field.
So we'll see Hosick back to Canyon was out the first time punt, and he's back once again inside his 30 about the 25-yard line. Kick this thing away. 21-14. Bearcats by 7. They've scored the only points of this 3rd quarter on a long touchdown run by Boyle. Kick is going to be high one, end over end, and they'll let it bounce and takes a Bison bounce about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Bearcats have it. Their 3rd series already here. In the 3rd series of the 3rd quarter.
It is.
Yeah, 3rd quarter. This is really also for pretty much a district title. If McCook would win this game tonight, they would, and of course, they can still have playing the Alliance game next week. But
sure.
Just to give them the heads up, even though they lost to Lexington, Scotts Bluff beat Lexington, and then McCook would beat Scotts Bluff head-to-head, that would give them a big advantage if it comes down to a tie, as Boyle has it inside between the tackles, 35, pushing the pile to about the 36, 37-yard line. Picked up about almost 6 yards on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, dangerous spot for the Bison here now. Again, you certainly can't let Scottsbluff get 2 scores ahead. So you got to really tighten up defense. And again, Scottsbluff is probably just going to play the possession game now and just look for that one opportunity for them to break a big one.
Countdown to 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 21-14, Scottsbluff leads. Stoll shotgun set. Fakes to give. Going to run it himself between the tackles. It opened up 40 and down 44. Got a late flag coming in on this one.
Yeah, this has got to be a block, too, or a hold.
got one of their linemen up very, very slowly. 56 Chance Simons. And what was it?
So we've got this. I'm not positive with the schedule. A blow to the head. I think is what they're saying.
That's almost like a targeting where you see that in
that is what
college football.
I'm not really sure. I'd have to watch the tape on that to see exactly what happened. But I mean, I didn't see any Bison players certainly target anybody.
No.
If the guy was swinging around as he was getting tackled, but
could be a 15-yard penalty and march it deep down. Well, not deep in downfield, just 15 yards down to about the 42. So personal foul and hit to the head. Wasn't mentioned. I see they do that, the target when they mention that like in college football a lot, but nothing was said to either coach. So apparently it's just a personal foul. Wind the clock. We'll be under 3 minutes here shortly. 1st and 10. Scottsbluff in McCook territory, about the 42 to 21-14 lead. Stole shotgun set. Pretty much it's been same formation 90% of the time. They occasionally have gone some wideouts, but not very much. Boyle has it 40-35. Boy gets some room, has some room, 25, and about the 20-yard line before being tackled downfield. That's still a nice solid 20-yard plus gain on the play for Boyle.
Wow, that was a solid run. I mean, you thought he was stopped after about 10 yards, and all of a sudden you see him go for about 10 more. Boy, yeah, that's his most impressive run. I mean, the ones he busted were certainly good, but that one was really, he ran right over a couple different Bison on that one.
1st and 10, 21-yard line. Ball on the far side hash. Boyle next to Stoll. Rodriguez the wing to the near side. 2 tight ends as well. Long count. And it's going to be Stoll on his quarterback keeper. Tries to hide that football as much as possible. He and Boyle trying to confuse the defense. Going to be a gain of a couple of yards, bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is the point in game too. Boy, those offensive, defensive linemen, you just really got to somehow summon up what you can, keep fighting in those lines and try and guess where they're going to be going at and hold your positions because, again, these guys, it's just like a battering ram.
Countdown to 90 seconds left in this third quarter. 21-14 Bison lead, or Scottsbluff lead, beg your pardon. Stoll under shotgun sets. Boyle this time almost took the direct snap. It was awfully close. And we got a late flag coming in from the White Hats. He's thrown a couple of, and every one has been a hold called. So let's see if this one's more the same. It is. Could be holding against the offense.
Definitely needed to stop this momentum for Scottsbluff.
Join us tomorrow morning, Coach's Coffee Club. We're live from St. Ertz Bakery and the Beer Rock Cafe with a recap of the past week in high school and college sports and conversations with all your favorite coaches. The eyes might be a little bloodshot tomorrow morning at the bakery. Look at the Visine out tomorrow.
Could just go there and sleep there tonight.
Golly, geez. Remember back in the day where, can't remember what year, but we had the lightning delay. We didn't start the game till after 10 o'clock, and basically we got home, went home, took a shower, and went to St. Ertz. That was what we did back in I think that was over in Gering. We had the delay. Play action. Will throw. Under some pressure. Stole out of the trap, and they're going toward the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds toward the sideline. That's going to be a loss back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, really surprised he didn't at least just get rid of it by then, but he traveled all the way to the far sideline there. So, again, Bison got to stiffen up here.
Yep.
Make sure that no more yards. I'm not so sure. I don't think Scottsbluff's going to go for 4 downs for 20 yards.
Yeah. Canyon Hostek, I do believe, was one that drug him out of bounds and just kept the pursuit, ran out of real estate. He was looking downfield for something and lost a bunch. Back to the 32. It's 3rd and 22 now as we count down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Boyle's going to try to get a little bit chunk back and hops over one, about the 30, about the 28-yard line. Picked up about 4 on that one. Still going to bring up 4th and a bunch. And let's see if Scottsbluff just tries to pooch kick this thing and as maybe pin him inside the 10.
Yeah, it almost looks like they're just going to stay out there and just run a play, though. Stoll's coming over to the sideline at least.
It's still just a one-score game, 21-14. And you know the Scottsbluff coaches know this too. They've been on a couple of times. They get on a roll with their series, and looks like they're on the mode to score again. But penalties have hurt them. They'll go for it on 4th and a bunch. Stoll looking to throw with the pressure. Still looking. Cross field's going to be complete about the 15. Can he get to the marker? It's going to be close. He stretched out. I'm sorry, folks, trying to maneuver the stinking camera. And let's see if he got it.
Boy, this would be a tough break for the
Yeah,
Bison.
it would be. On 4th and 18, I thought it was 17. The Bison think they stopped him, and they're walking toward the sideline saying, nope, they're going to bring a measurement out there. But McCook players just looking at it thought, nope, he didn't make it.
This is certainly just a formality, isn't it?
You know what we should have brought to do the camera tonight? We should have brought Diane Golke with us.
Never thought about that.
She's obviously done this in the past, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, well, just like home movies.
Exactly. Oh, gosh, yeah. Nope, they stopped him, so McCook will get it back. A yard short. Needed 18, got 17.
Yeah, and this is basically going to burn the third quarter, 16 seconds left. So, again, Bison going to have to start the fourth quarter only down a score. And I'll tell you what, I think most of the coaches would have said, you tell us we're only down 7 starting the fourth quarter. They'd have taken it at this point in time. And, frankly, they've been ahead as much of the game as Scottsbluff has.
And especially now with your leading rusher apparently on the bench with an injury. And,
that's right.
Jacob Gomez-Wilson has not played the last 2 series. Kept looking over for him over there, and
yeah, that's really going to be interesting to find out what happened, actually.
Don't see anybody sitting on the bench over there. As we got flags in the play on
Scottsbluff offside.
They jumped in a little bit? Okay.
They did, in my opinion.
Should be the last play of the quarter right here. 21-14 ball game. We've seen a few more hankies here in this second half than we saw in the first half. (21-14), one more play from McCook. Go to the fourth quarter, trailing by 1 score.
The good news is it'll be at the end. It'll be at the end where the camera can reach.
Exactly. Hosick back there with Anthony. I-Pro set. Duggar, a ball on the far side hash. It's going to be Hosick on an isolation. Canyon hitting the hole hard that time. Nice job. He's close to a first down. Going to be close. Bring up second and probably 1 or maybe 2. That's going to do it for the quarter. It's Scottsbluff 21, McCook 14. The fourth quarter is coming up here shortly on KICX 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Bearcat Stadium. Bob, it's Scottsbluff just got a 1-score lead. Again, we begin the fourth quarter, 21-14.
Yep, Bison will begin fourth quarter on their own 20, looking to tie this game up. And, again, it's been a great game so far. Really, really proud of the way the Bison have played.
Duggar shotgun set, 3-wide look on 2nd and 1, we'll call it. It'll go for the deep ball. He's got Lucas Gomez. Wilson has him, and now just outstretched hands at about the 38. Oh, he had a step on him, Bob.
Boy, was that a nice-looking pass by Adam Duggar. I mean, you could just see it right in front of us here. He was separating as the ball was coming toward him, too, so if he could have caught the ball, it would have been 7 for sure. Boy, was that a nice route.
Second, it'll be 3rd and 1, but I don't mind it once again on a 2nd and 1 to go for the deep ball.
No, great call to start the quarter, and he was there. He was open. I mean, he had a step or two.
It's 3rd and 1. Now you got to get the first down here. As we're underway here in the fourth quarter, 21-14. Bearcats. Duggar under center this time. And going to take it up his own quarterback keeper. Has some room. 25-30. Adam good burst of speed upfield about the 35-36-yard line. He picked up about 16 yards on that play. About the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains 1st and 10. Little option play, and the quarterback got it going.
Yeah, again, just wide open too, Rich. I mean, he certainly went 5, 7, 8 yards before anybody was even close to him. Great call. Bison again. Maybe a little momentum here to start.
Try to get that game-tying drive right here. 3 wide look, ball on the far side hash against Scottsbluff. 4-man front. It's going to be the fullback Leighton Bortner, I do believe, for maybe 1, and that's about it. Nope, it's going to be Anthony instead.
Yep, covered up pretty good there and stuff. What do you say about 4 or 5 overtimes here tonight, Rich? What do you think?
Oh, my gosh. I'll stick with 1, and we win it in 1.
There you go.
How about we win it in regulation?
Let's go. No complaints here.
Score of touchdown, kick, go for 2, and you get the lead. Hold them the rest of the game. It's all planned out. Duggar shotgun set on 2nd and 9. Scottsbluff, outside linebacker showing blitz. Duggar, quick hitter here near side. Lucas Gomez-Wilson for no, missed. He dropped it.
Yeah, you just wonder, where it's cooler out there. None of these players have played under these conditions so far. The ball probably just feels a little bit different. Not sure how good of a grip they're getting on it, that type of thing now. Because, again, it certainly has to be, certain 40 or close to, maybe even in the 30s now this time of night.
Been told that Jacob out with a possible concussion.
Oh,
boy, that stinks because then next week.
Right.
I mean.
Yeah, protocol will be set then.
Oh, that young man is last year and now this year with the stinking injuries. Trips on 3rd and 9. Plenty of time for Duggar. Going to tuck in and run. He's got some room to run. Put the Jets on. He's got to get upfield, and he doesn't. Out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. He needed to get to the 45.
Yeah, too many red shirts there pursuing there. And just, again, none of the Bison looked open as far as downfield. So, again, good decision to run, but just a little too far to go.
So they bring the punting team on, and you still have 10:41 left, and don't take a chance. And right here going on 4th down, take a chance and hope your defense can keep doing what they're doing.
No, exactly. No reason not to go ahead and punt this. And, you've been able to stop them before, so you're going to get your couple possessions at least left before the end of the game.
Hosick back to kick at his own 26. Good snap. Late drive that time. A good dive, but didn't get it. And fair catch once again about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, very deliberate when he's punting. But, again, that was fine. Fair catch there. Scottsbluff's ball at their own 32. Bison need a big stop again.
Thanks to all of our great sponsors. Bison football tonight brought to you by Community Hospital, Acres, Nebraska Land Tire, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Veteran Heating and Air, DNS Hardware, Horizon Bank, McCook Clinic, Hot Tub Brokers, Party Electric. Some great sponsors helping us out. 1st and 10, Bearcats their own 32-yard line. Bison 4-man front. Boyle has it to about the 35-yard line, gain of 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a big dose of Sebastian Boyle here in the remaining 10.5 minutes of this game. But again, Bison just got to bow their necks, as they say, and just stiffen up on defense and just keep limiting those gains.
I keep wanting to say O'Boyle because last week, of course, Garing's coach Danny O'Boyle, and this week we have Sebastian Boyle.
Exactly.
I asked Coach Petrosky, what is it with Scottsbluff and their kids named Sebastian? Because, of course, Sebastian Harsh a couple of years ago was a great quarterback for him, and now Sebastian Boyle is a pretty good tailback for him. On the quarterback keeper, Stoll's going to try to get the corner, get the edge far side, 40, got the first down, 45, out of bounds about midfield.
Boy, that was probably Scottsbluff's best sweep of the night, certainly there. I mean, there was nobody out there. They had sealed the edge really well out there, and Stoll had 10 yards to go before he even had to worry about being touched.
9:46 clock running here in the fourth quarter. Bison need to stop, get the ball back, trailing 21-14.
Boy, they put up a good effort tonight.
Yeah, they have.
They really have.
No doubt about it. Yeah. No question. A lot of folks, I think, thought this was going to be, could have been a runaway with the way Scottsbluff putting up points this year, but the Bison defense has come to play tonight. Stoll shotgun set, 1st and 10 in McCook territory. Boyle has it. Has the edge 45-40, 35-30. We got a late flags coming in. Can we push him out of bounds? He's going to score on the play. But the flag might bring it back, and we hope they bring it back, because the flag's way back here at about the 34-yard line. Better not ring that bell just yet, people.
Boy, Coach Hall is out on the field. He is very upset, I believe, with these with the call here. Looks like a block in the back, actually, is what they're going to call. Okay, dodged a bullet there.
Mm-hmm.
That probably would have been a tough one to come back from.
Yeah, would have been a two-score game with 9 minutes left, and, yeah. The way Boyle runs, you think you've got him clogged up and sealed, but he just finds a way and escapability, and all of a sudden you let him through, and he's got some burners, that's for sure.
Well, it just doesn't look like anybody gives him a direct shot. Everybody's reaching and grabbing and that type of thing, as opposed to being able to get your shoulders and just level into him. And again, he just pushes that stuff away.
After the penalty, he'll march it back to the 43, spot foul, and make it 1st and 6 for the Bearcats. Stole shotgun set, Bison 4-man front. Need a turnover right here. Fumble on the play. There you go. I got to buy a lottery ticket. Golly, need a turnover, and he coughed it up on the next second. And the Bison will get it back at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I think it bounced literally right into Nate Renner's hand. And again, but yeah, that was right off the handoff too. I mean, that was not a result of a Bison hit or a tackle or anything. That was just, again, another exchange there. But boy, that ball was out right after the handoff. So again, new life for the Bison. 9.5 to go. 21-14. Again, 44-yard line. So again, a little bit of a shorter field for the Bison. And again, boy, I wouldn't mind seeing them use up about 8.5 minutes and just kind of grind their way down the field here.
Bortner is the fullback. Hosick comes in late. I-Pro set. I think we have the right personnel in here. Duggar under center, receivers both sides on 1st and 10. And it's going to be Leighton Bortner. No, it's going to be Duggar on a late option pitch, and Hosick did not get back. He got maybe lost a yard. That didn't get quite back in line of scrimmage. Fooled me on that time, as I thought that Adam had given up to the fullback Bortner that time, but kept it on the option. Be a loss in the play, bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, it seems like it's gotten a little bit tougher to run wide on Scottsbluff as the nights progressed here. That one was just, again, not a whole lot of room out there. And again, they had 3 players out there defending both the quarterback and the running back.
Clock running 9 minutes, now under 9 here in this 4th quarter, 21-14 Bearcats. Patrick Gross, the wide out here near side. That's Lucas Gomez-Wilson in the slot. They got 4 wide, twins both sides. Duggar shotgun set on 2nd and 11. Will throw complete. Lucas Gomez-Wilson midfield, 45-40. And inside the 40 by the 38. Now to move the chains. That's a nice pickup, almost 17, 18 yards in the play.
Yeah, for the most part, Adam Duggar has really had a nice, passing night here tonight. He's hit the open guys and been able to convert some 3rd downs as well. Had a couple open receivers too. So again, Bison, run, pass, both been effective so far.
Plenty of time. Cook's got all 3 timeouts if needed. Scottsbluff's got 2 of them. And got something going here. Hosick, the slot receiver here near side. With 3 wide this time. Shotgun set, Borton to the right of Duggar. And Adam looking for a design run, it looks like. Adam here right side, and picked up a couple yards to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 in the play. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Yep, positive yardage again. Just kind of trying to pick his way through players there. Not a lot of room there to run, but again, positive yards, keep it going. And again, clock's nothing wrong with running the clock as you go down the field here.
As McCook and to the big play once again from Duggar to Gomez-Wilson. The big turnover and the fumble by Scottsbluff. 3 wide look again. 2nd and 8, 8-minute mark. Adam will throw. Pump fakes. Little double move against Wilson.
He's open.
He is open. Got to beat. The defender throws one up, and it's incomplete. He needed to throw it right away that time. He threw it. Adam threw it a little bit late because Jacob, the double move at about a 30-yard line, and he had space, and he didn't release it right away, and he waited, and then they had the safety coming over and help
Yeah,
that
again,
time.
it gave time for players. But the other thing with that ball, that was a little bit of a flutter on that one, too. He certainly did not have the same kind of spin that he's had on the prior passes and stuff, so I wonder if the grip got a little bit as he was trying to escape there. But, yeah, sorry, didn't mean to jump in, but I could see him through the corner here that you saw that he had that 5-yard gap, and boy, if he could have got him, that would have been it. But, yeah, again, too much time.
You almost could have had a hold here on the corner, holding Gomez Wilson up a little bit.
Yep, grabbing him because the pump fake had him.
Yeah. Trips left, 3rd and 8. Duggar looking to throw. Pocket collapses. Still looking, needs some blocks. Put the speed on. Oh, and he couldn't quite get the edge. Tripped up at about the 32-yard line and bring up a 4th. And this will be 4th and 4 probably. 4th and about 4, maybe a little bit more. 4th and 5, we'll call it.
Yeah, that was a first down saving tackle by, I think it was Mason. I think it was Mason Kinsey, I think, who made that tackle.
I think they go for it, Bob, right here. I think you're too close. 33-yard line. You can need 5, but clock's running, and you go for it right here.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was the first down saving tackle, too, because he was going to make the first down. Just a shoestring there to trip him up.
Bicycle trips right. Shotgun set for Duggar. Ball on the far side. Hash trying to keep this drive going. 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Still looking. Pass across the middle. And in and out of the hands of Patrick Gross. I think that 12. I think it was Patrick at about the 24-yard line. He had it and took his eyes off it. And Scottsbluff will get it back.
Yeah, too bad, too. I mean, it was just a nice, boy, it was a dart. He threw a dart there, and Patrick just couldn't bring it in and stuff. But, yeah, it was enough for the first down. So, again, 7 minutes, 6:59 to go here. So, again, Bison going to have to call on that defense one more time. Boy, that was a good opportunity.
Yep, it sure was. We got 3 timeouts, but you have to stop the running game. You're going to get a healthy dose of the quarterback and the tailback on every down right here. 1st and 10, 33-yard line. Shotgun set for Stoll. It's going to be Boyle has it, trying to work the left side. Boy, he got depleted that time. Tried to hop up in the air, and he got hammered. And was that Alex Anthony?
Yeah, I think that's the 190-pound wrestler there, just giving the old pile driver there. So that was an impressive tackle. He had him lined up, and like I said Boyle hadn't taken many shots. He took a shot that time.
Yep. It's a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
I think that was a pin, actually, is what that was.
He buried him that time. Shotgun set for Stoll on 2nd and 9. Need to stop right side. Quarterback design run. Nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe 2, and that's about it. So bring up 3rd down for Scottsbluff.
Well, I'll tell you, the linemen are getting up just a little bit slower after each play, Rich. I mean, there's some hitting going on down there. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure Scottsbluff's going to know they've been in a ball game tonight no matter what happens.
Big 3rd down for the Bison defense. Going to stop here with just under 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter. And going to stop, make Scottsbluff punt it. They're taking every bit of the time, which they should.
Yep, look at the back judge to see when he starts to, there we go.
Now the turnover would be awfully good right here.
You're pressing your luck, Rich.
On 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and Boyle has it between the tackles. The Bison stop him. Got to about the 40-yard line, needed 3 more. It's going to be 4th and 3. So McCook defense does their job.
Boy, did they ever. Solid defense there. Everybody stayed in place, did not let Boyle get outside. And again, they're going to get a chance here. 5 minutes to go, plenty of time.
You know, it is due time for Lucas Gomez-Wilson to get a return right here.
Yeah. Scottsbluff's punter, I mean, they don't seem like they're very deep, let's put it that way.
Right.
So if he can get one in the air, give him a chance to maybe run up and get one in stride.
He is overdue for a long punt return. 5-minute mark, we're under 5 now on 4th and 3. Good snap. Good kick, kind of a line drive. He'll have some room to roam here. Trying to find a crease. 30, 35, 40, 45. Lucas juking and jiving across the midfield stripe at about the 49-yard line. So he got a good 20-yard return out of that. And at midfield, McCook's got 3 timeouts and 4:42 to get a game-tying drive right here.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, again, disappointing last drive that stalled out. Next thing you know, they're getting the ball right back. So, again, stout defense makes Scottsbluff punt. And, again, I don't want to say this is the drive of the game, but, boy, if it isn't, it's the second closest drive of the game. So, again, right at midfield here.
Love another Horizon Bank touchdown to try to tie this ball game up. Twin receivers right. Got 3 wide. 1 receiver to the far side. 1 step back is Anthony. And around the midline, it's going to be Anthony on the call. Alex for maybe 2. And that's about it.
Yeah, right up the middle there. Solid play to begin the drive. Want to keep positive yardage. You know, you wonder if the Bison have been trying to set something up during the course of the evening, as if there is some kind of a screen or some kind of a reverse possibly that they're going to pull out here at the end. But, you know, again, just keep marching down the field, taking those positive gains.
2nd and 7 after a gain of 3 to the 47 of Scottsbluff. We're at 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. Bison trailing by touchdown, 21-14. iPro set, isolation. Kosick goes nowhere that time. They met him in the backfield. It's going to be a loss at about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little further up, but we'll call it 3rd and 9 right here.
Yeah, I think that was Juan Gonzalez for Scottsbluff there. He guessed right that the play was going to Anthony and met him right there at the handoff. And again, tough spot for the Bison now, 3rd and every bit of 10 yards.
Hit the 10 o'clock hour, Central Time. Kicks 96.1, KICX FM, McCook, Nebraska. Bison trail at 21-14 here in the fourth quarter. We've had 1 score in the whole second half. That's it.
Yeah, exactly right. Scottsbluff had the one big run. And, again, Bison had their chances, missed an open pass earlier on. But, again, they're right in the ball game here. So, again, with 3.5 to go.
3rd and 9 from McCook, just over midfield and timeout. So I think Coach Joe Petrosky is going to burn the first of his 3. Quick break back to Bearcat Stadium coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Bearcat Stadium, we got about 3:16 on the clock, Bob, and probably the final chance for McCook right here in this drive. They got the ball just over midfield, a big 3rd and 9 right here to keep the chains moving.
Well, and you're certainly looking at this as a 2-possession, so you're going to try and get positive yards here and then set yourself up for a 4th down if needed. So, again, Coach Petrosky certainly wanted to get the guys together, talk about how important this next couple plays were. And, again, because you're always concerned if you have to give the ball back to Scottsbluff, you may not see it again.
Big 3rd and 9. Duggar shotgun set. They're rushing just 3, dropping 8. And the pass going to be dropped at the 35-yard line near the Scottsbluff sideline. And Lucas Gomez-Wilson just couldn't quite haul it in. And I think he tangled up with the Scottsbluff defender. Might have banged his elbow. Got a little cement down here on the tracks right here. So, but he's okay. He's back on his feet. And the Bison are going to punt this thing away with 3:10 left.
Yep, they're going to count on pinning them deep, stopping them, using their timeouts, and go from there. Boy, that's too bad too, Rich. And even both teams, the second half here, some of these balls just seem to kind of be going through their fingertips and just not the same grip as you would have during an 80-degree Friday night.
Hosick back to kick, no pressure at all. Well, he could have taken that ball and maybe just taken it off from that.
You read my mind. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, Scottsbluff had peeled back. And there was nobody rushing, and it's a jaunt from where he was to the first down. But
right,
wow,
no, their 3 interior linemen were there. McCook certainly had 6 players. They could have same thing. It was just where are they at? And they all had fell back.
After the punt, Scottsbluff takes it for 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. And the Bison cannot give up. Well, they got 2 timeouts to burn still, but
that's right, only 2 left. Yep. Well, you assume they're going to be they'll be grabbing for the ball.
Right. So try to cause another turnover right here. Late in the fourth quarter, Bearcats by 7, 21-14. Braden Stoll leading that offense. Shotgun set again. Quarterback design run right side. Bison stretching it toward the sidelines. Let him run out of bounds. Stop that clock. We'll take that. And they did. He sure did. So McCook will get the benefit as the clock stops. I'm sure Scottsbluff Coach Hall's out there going, do not run out of bounds for crying out loud.
Well, he's asking the referee over here what was going on, and I'm not exactly sure why he would know any different from the 30 yards on the other side.
Or did McCook just burn a timeout? Well, they did. Maybe they burned a timeout, so maybe they kept the clock running. I don't know. 2:56 left. Quick break. We're back to Bearcat Stadium shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Bearcat Stadium, apparently, Bob, we thought the way the official waved hands that he went out of bounds, they stopped the clock. Maybe it was a case McCook just called timeout that fast.
Well, that is the case because they are showing on the scoreboard McCook with only one timeout left. So
2:56 left in the fourth quarter. Bison trailing by touchdown. It's 2nd and 11, a loss of 1 by the Stoll run this time. Need another negative play right here. Turnover. Oh, Bison, did they jump? They did. That'll cost them 5, and it'll still be 2nd and 6 now.
Yep, that was a set play. They were trying to get the yards there. Unfortunately for the Bison, little flinch.
2:56 left in the fourth quarter. 21-14. Scottsbluff with the football. Bison have one timeout. 2nd and 6 at the Bison at the Scottsbluff 25-yard line. And now they'll wind the play clock. Well, not the play clock, but the play clock, yes. 2nd and 6. Boyle has it. Oh, bounces outside. 30, 35, 40-yard line, and a nice gain, by Sebastian Boyle. Upfield, and that'll give him a new set of downs.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're afraid of, is that, you can only, you can stop him 20 times, and the 21st he's going to get those yards. Last time out for the Bison.
Bison had got to burn it right here. 2:50 left. Quick break, and back with the more from Bearcat Stadium coming up here shortly on KICX 96.1. Bison burn their final timeout, Bob, and so they can't stop the clock anymore. You have got to come up with something here, but it's 1st and 10, so they got at least a couple of downs to milk that clock.
Well, 2:50, I don't know if they can burn it all the way out and stuff, but certainly one more first down would do it. But, you would think that Scottsbluff is really going to just, cover up and go ahead and just wind things down.
Stoll will keep it in his hands. And a good 5-yard gain on first down. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's just kind of off tackle right, off tackle left right now, and there's no reason to do anything different. Yeah, you can see Bison players look a little discouraged down there right now. They played a great game.
Yeah.
To come up here under the circumstances and really led for probably 2/3 of the game.
2nd and 4, actually give them 6 on first down, and they'll milk this clock for a while. We're down almost to 2:15 left in this fourth quarter. A few shifts on Scottsbluff offensively. Boyle has it. Slipping through, and I think he's... Oh, boy, ball came loose. Oh, they called it down. And I think it might have been right. It came out a little late that time. Not even for sure if McCook got on top of it, but he is right at the marker. And they'll bring this in for a measurement. So if he gets the first down, it's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, this would pretty well seal it.
Next week, Bison wrap up their home schedule. Regular season alliance is coming to town. Wagner Ford pregame at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock.
Well, and can you imagine the math that's going to be going on during the course of the next week, figuring points and everything else? So we'll see what and again, we don't know the results of other games tonight, too, and that could have a domino effect on certain things, too. So
first down, Scottsbluff, as they stretch the chains out, got the first down yardage. And let's see if what Scottsbluff does. Do they go to the victory formation and go that route?
Well, their offense is a victory formation for the most
That's
part.
That's true.
So,
good point, yeah.
So, again, we probably wouldn't notice a difference, but again, this is a team that, we'll see how far they can go, too. They're certainly going to get tested. The Aurora kind of had their way maybe a little bit, but they've been able to handle everybody else in Nebraska.
Yep. They've got Gering, of course, in their schedule coming up next week, and, of course, the battle of Gering and Scottsbluff, and so close. And as quarterback keeper and Stoll wrapping that football up at all time and just kind of went down on his own, a gain of 1 or 2 in the play, and brings up second down.
Yeah, they're kind of shutting it down now, just going to go ahead and make sure we don't do anything foolish, lose the ball and stuff.
Well, the Bison play, as Bob talked about, and played a hard-fought game. You know, even after that first play of after the kickoff way back in the first quarter, 10 seconds in, fumbled the opening snap. Scottsbluff scored, did not let that bother him. Came right back, got after it, had the lead 14-7. It was 14-14 at halftime. And give up just one score here in the second half and had chances on drives, but just could not. Had some at times some penalties, knocking backwards, and just couldn't quite get close enough. As that probably will end it right there. They took a knee and got in the game here at Bearcat Stadium. So,
yeah, a really tough break, and we certainly hope Jacob Gomez-Wilson is okay. That certainly was a factor in the second half too, because he was very much the McCook's version of Sebastian Boyle. The way he certainly has many rushing yards as Boyle did tonight in that first half. So again, kudos to the Bison. They came up here, made the road trip, and boy, oh boy, a couple things could have been different. Would have been a really fun evening.
Final score: Scottsbluff wins at 21-14. Our viewers on our YouTube channel, we're going to sign off. Thank you very much. My first chance of calling a game and maneuvering the camera, so sorry if I didn't move it. I haven't mastered it. Like Kyle Delaveau, he's mastered that. I mean, he's got to call and he mastered it, but I haven't got that down yet, so we appreciate tuning in. We'll come back on KICX with our post-game. Our Wagner Chevy post-game is on the way shortly on KICX 96.1.